Today, the Matt Walsh Show, the slavery reparations grift was gaining momentum for a while after George Floyd's overdose, but now the whole thing is collapsing. In fact, the race hustle scam in general seems to be falling apart across the country forever. It doesn't work psychologically. Eventually, that guilt turns into exhaustion, and the exhaustion turns into resentment, or at best, indifference. And that's when the scam blows back on the scam artists. We're seeing that happen more and more, actually. For example, I recently tweeted a statement that's completely uncontroversial to anybody with a baseline understanding of world history. Here's what I wrote. This is a few days ago. I tweeted this, quote, "Slavery is world history. White people did not invent it, and were not the first to practice it, but were the first to abolish it. The last place in the world to still have legal slavery was Africa. It wasn't fully legally abolished on the continent until 1981. Now, most people reacting to that post were agreeing with it because it's obviously true. Slavery was an unquestioned fact of life across the entire world for thousands of years. In fact, for thousands of years, nobody even thought to question the institution. Like the most enlightened minds in the world for thousands of years, they might have suggested that slaves should be treated humanely in some circumstances, but nobody rejected slavery fundamentally as a concept. This was the case, again, everywhere among all people for millennia. White Europeans were the first ones to argue that slavery as an institution should not exist at all, and that the slaves themselves have a human right to be free. So, the unique relationship between slavery and Europeans is that Europeans are the first ones who figured out that it's wrong. That's just a fact. It can't be denied. If I should be blamed for slavery because, white people participated in it, which they did, then I should also be thanked because white people abolished it. So where's my thank you note, is what I'm asking. Police implementing reparations, the Black National Anthem, it's all falling flat. And what this means for race hustlers like Henry Rogers is that they're going to have to find new jobs soon. What it means for the rest of us is that, at long last, our moment of national racial insanity might eventually come to an end. Now let's get to our 5 headlines.